The second activity you guys have for today is Newsela, called the article that is assigned to you. It's called Celebrating Hispanic Americans, and the link to log into Newsela will be here. And I believe you guys access that by logging in by choosing Google. And then once you log in, this assignment is this article is assigned to you. So click on that. Make sure you read the instructions. I do tell you to annotate the text as you read, and I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. And as a reminder to please watch this video that I am making right now in our Google Classroom. It is posted there, and I show you how to annotate the text. And then after annotating, please read the text carefully because you will be taking the quiz in the ELA section. And here are the keys for the annotation. You highlight in yellow for unknown words, highlight in green if it's the main idea. And remember, sometimes articles have more than one main idea, so you might be highlighting more than one. Highlight in purple if it is evidence that supports the main idea, and then highlight it in red if it's something you don't understand. So once you are on this page, you will access the article, and there are activities for you to do. First activity is to either write or quiz. You only need to do the quiz part, so don't worry about the writing. Just take the quiz, and I believe there's 4 answers, so that's why I ask you to read the text carefully. They also have a read aloud option, so if you click on read aloud, the computer will read the text for you. And this is how you annotate. So when you annotate, what you do is double click anywhere on the text, and then these 4 colors will show up. So like I said, yellow represents unknown words, and then green represents the main idea. Purple or blue, depending on how you see it, it is the evidence that supports the main idea. And anything in red is things you don't understand. So let's say you're reading here, and as you're reading the text, you're not sure what the word conversation means. So you highlight conversation. Once you highlight that, on the side pops up the annotation, and you can go ahead and choose yellow. I don't know what that word means, so I'm gonna highlight it in yellow. And as you continue reading on more with the text, once you see the main idea, you go ahead and highlight it in green. So let's say right here, it talks about Hispanic Heritage Month is a national effort to pay tribute to Hispanic Americans who have contributed to and enriched the United States. So let's pretend this is the main idea. What you do is you highlight that, then you go to your annotation and you choose green. Now when I look at your articles, I'm like, okay, so Jacob, let's pretend Jacob. Oh, Jacob didn't understand what this word conversation means. Then I know that I need to explain further on this, and then I can see, okay, he got the main idea. He highlighted it green. And then you're going to look for evidence. So in purple, you're going to highlight evidence that supports this as the main idea. Let's say right here, Day of the Dead is an example that talks about celebrations in the Latin American countries, and it's a way how each person celebrates it differently. So let's say this was evidence that supports the main idea. You highlight it in purple. Remember, there could be more than one evidence. Maybe this is another one here. Maybe it says that the United States has a history with its southern neighbor that goes back more than 2 centuries. Let's say this is another evidence that supports the main idea. And of course, what I'm marking here, it is just examples, just to show you how you annotate your work. Where do you go to, how do you highlight it, what color, what it represents. And then I believe on yours, you can type on here. So let's say this supports the main idea. And then you can go ahead and share that so I can see what you write, and then it's shared and it gets saved. So now I can see, oh, okay, Jacob made this comment here about how this supports the main idea and how it's important to celebrate uh, Latin American history in the United States. So maybe he wants to share that with me, and I can see comments that you guys made. And then let's say things you don't understand yet. Maybe, oh, I didn't understand how each story is unique. So what you would do is highlight, put it in red, and then just tell me, I don't I don't know what they mean by the story being unique. Okay, so maybe you want to share that with me. Just click share and it gets saved. And now I can see, oh, okay, Jacob had a comment here about not understanding something. So now I know I need to explain further to help him understand the article. And then I can view at a glance all your highlights and everything you've done to annotate the text. And of course, with Newsela, one of the good things is that it adapts to everybody's reading level. So just because you see this may not necessarily be what you see on your article. So that is how you annotate your text in Newsela, and you can save your comments on here and I can view them. And after you're done, you go ahead and do the quiz in the ELA activity. And that is your Newsela assignment for today.